Hey, this is Liz Bentley, and today I want to talk about quiet quitting. This is a popular term that's come up lately and been written a lot about in the news, and I'm hearing a lot of my leaders talk about it on a pretty regular basis. What it means is that people are not as engaged in work. They're doing the bare minimum. They are phoning it in, as we call it, and not giving 110% and their absolute best. And what we see is that people often quiet quit when they become disengaged or disheartened. They're not as interested in the work. And it doesn't mean that they're actually quitting their job. They're still going to work all the time, but they're not leaning in to do their absolute best work. And there's a danger in this because what we want to see is that it's okay to quit. It's okay to actually quit your job. But what's the danger of going to work and not doing your best work? Now, you could say the danger is to the company, to the boss, to whoever, but the truth is, some of the danger is to yourself. Because what we find in studying people is that they love work when they feel appreciated. They love work when they feel meaning. They love work when they feel mastery. And they love work when they're pushing themselves to grow. So if we're coming in to do the bare minimum, we're not hitting any of those things. And so that becomes a real danger. Now, often in coaching, I will coach someone who will say, listen, I'm probably going to leave this job anyway, and don't worry about it. And I'll say, okay, great. Let's talk about quitting and leaving. Because they're saying, I'm going to quit, Now, they've been talking about quitting for a while, but they haven't actually done it. And so when they go through the exercise of quitting, they have to review a couple of different major things. Like, one, can you afford to quit and just not work, right? Two, and the answer is yes. Okay, then you have a choice. Two is, where are you going to leave? If you can't afford, where are you going to work? And have you put your resume together? Do you have any job offers? What does the landscape look like? And often people will come back to me and say, the truth is, this company might be the best one here, or they offer me flexibility and all of this stuff. So if you want to quit, there's nothing wrong with it, but you need to execute on it. The danger of constantly quiet quitting instead of actually just quitting is that you're not really showing up to always be your best. So the most important thing to take away is to always remember you have control over you. You get to decide your future and your destiny, and you get to decide how much you like work every day. So here are the tips. If you find that you're someone who's been quiet quitting, number one, look at what's going on for you. Why are you unhappy with work? Why are you not in flow? Why are you not at your best? Look at yourself first. Second, really look at the exercise of can you quit? What would it take? And where are you going, or what are you doing instead of this job? And how does that really look? And number three is give yourself a deadline. Because the other thing that I find is that people will talk endlessly about doing something and not do it. So make a decision. Are you in or are you out? And if you're on the fence in a decision, look at what that really is all about. Okay? So thanks, and see you next Tuesday.